Libra Sun doesn't need Virgo's understanding. It doesn't want to be helping or mending. The Libra Sun is quite spectacular and large. The Libra Sun understands that all this world is but garbage. It knows that everything is trash. And all is well, as something in this being has decided to be unwell. Libra Sun is very heavily intrigued by things that are too bold and much too big. It wants to go out there into the ether. It wants to help somebody, but it doesn't care either. It wants to love, but yet it doesn't really want. And this is a very special lesson that here is taught. The earth that Libra Sun has is in Aries. There is something dark and scary about these pure little fairies. Libra Sun may look and feel so beautiful and pretty, but everybody knows underneath this great mask of loyalty and friendship, and I can say this because I'm a Libra Sun, there is something strange here sitting. There is a strange weak creature that's so weird. There is something that you can only really describe as with horns and a beard. There is a satanic element to Libra that's not really understood. And this is not to say that it's bad. It's good. There is a feeling inside the earth in Aries here. There is an interesting vibration that wants to be here, but doesn't care and doesn't mind if you're here or not. There is something inside that's passively thinking all will be forgot. There's no meaning. There is just satisfaction of me. And that is why this person is forever looking out for somewhere to be, something to do, and someone to entice. For Libra Sun has to think twice. They know that the world, that the whole world is silly. They know that we've come to this place in human history because we've developed too freely. We've done too much and we've suffocated others. And this is why Libras make the perfect lovers, because they don't want to be part of the game of reality. They don't want this false religious idea of spirituality. They will fuck you right up and they'll look you in the eye, because there is something really fundamental in this funny girl or guy, and that's knowing that nothing is real. And that's why their look can revive you or kill. It can take, it can steal or heal. You see, the Libra is the karmic seal. They come here as a sort of watcher of eternal progress. They come here to slowly feel and undress the mystery of life, which is just that. They know something that's really big, and in that there's regret. They still remember what it's like to be all-knowing. They still remember what it's like to be a glowing thing that has no freaking brain. They know that everything in this world is exactly the same. Nothing has meaning, all is just illusion, and this puts Virgo people into great deal of confusion. But Libra knows that nothing is worth saving or enlightening, as everything is forever freaking frightening. There is a spirit in this person that's afraid to live. And that's because part of them on Earth, in their Aries Earth, will not admit that they can't be alive if they don't feel greed or any kind of need. But yet they do. And that's the need for you to tell them what to do. You see? Libras have no willpower. Well, that's what it seems to be. Because a Libra person is not interested in building something big and making them a family. They can mirror their free, loving friends in these ways. But in their featureless soul, their purpose evades. They don't know who they are. They don't know why they're here. They don't see the possibility of a great big career. They just plod at their life and they just make it unworthy. They don't care about anything. And they give up in a hurry. They don't care. And that's what Libras will do until one day that will see that for you they need to do something, and they need to do it quick. They need to break you out of jail. They need to make it stick. They need to use their power in some way that's really important. And that's the Kundalini rising for a Libra person. They're on Earth as an Aries because they've got it. They've got it, the power that can change this whole world. They've got in themselves the frequency that is cold, but it kills and it punctures and it shouts and it yells. It is the opening of the great door to heaven or hell. They know we're in heaven already, you see. They're just looking for a way out of this. For me, Libra Sun means eternity in a realm that's not worthy. It means being stuck in a way that will ungel oneself in a hurry. One has to learn how to feel and to love. One has to know what's below is above. One has to stop recognizing other people as power, and one has to realize that what they have inside is to devour. They send people to hell. That sounds very religious, but they have something in them that's so placid, but on the other hand, incredibly ambitious. They karmically weigh all our deeds in their mind. And in knowing the truth of eternity, they find the real thing that needs to be done or be said. To compromise. Or to, this might sound really scary, to persuade someone to be dead. They are the undertaker of the zodiac in a way. They are the karmic watchers that do not go away. That's why they are so placid and they seem so very pleased, because all they need has to be released. They cannot be of need or greed or any kind of wanting, because what they bring to this world is incredibly daunting. They bring the wrath of truth, much like Saturn. They are the beaming youth that in a funny pattern creates a life that's made for just evolution. They're not really here for a great unison of fusion. And this is what astrologers don't get still to this day, is that the sign of Libra is for contracts. But it is not for stay. It is not for love or great infatuation, because love is the game of Leo. Libra finds it all to be a little bit of a frustration, so Libra makes a contract to be with one another forever and together. That is because they offer eternity, which is an illusion. That's why the marriage game is full of dark confusion. Libra doesn't want you to be happy and be still, because there is nothing happy in a marriage until it breaks up some part of itself to be molded anew. And that's why we fight so much in partnerships. And if you found something that's very still and very unlikely to crumble, then one of these days you will be that very rebel. There is a rumble and a tumble. There is a need for reconstruction, as everything in Libra desires satisfaction and not being, just being nothing. And this is impossible. So they are here as that thing that pushes buttons often. They do not tell you, but in dreams they are that force that softens, that reckons, and that breaks and curiously reconciles a contract with each soul. They're constantly in need, in search for not being in control, because they have too much. They have too much control of other people, and this makes this life not very interesting or simple. It just makes it too harsh. And so Libra will learn that in the fires of its personal inner hell, it will forever burn until it finds the need to be of service with its power. It steps right up and goes, okay, hi guys, I can recalibrate and re-empower. I can redesign, refracture, and remold society at large. I can be the lawyer, or I can be some kind of other garbage that can really futuristically mold society into a greater understanding of itself. Some kind of criminal perhaps, maybe in stealth, but Libra will find a way eventually in this life to push people's buttons in the open. They're not here to just be a button pushing wife. They don't need to do that all their life. They don't need to push the buttons of their friends and lovers, because, oh golly gosh, there are so many others that need to reconcile and fix their patterns, karmic patterns. And this is why this Libra person does a funny little dance. They are so quirky and so kooky and so loving, because in Libra soul there's really something hiding. It's hiding something, and that's the reason why this world is the way that it is. And that's because people don't care about the future or the past. They're just here to make memories or some kind of deals. Everyone's making a deal and a contract with something. And this is why Libras are disgusted by us. They're fighting. They're fighting inside because they don't like this world of give and take. Because everything in this buy and sell game is based on a great big mistake. That somebody owes somebody something, for sure. And that is why we will never find the Virgo to be the biggest cure yet as a civilization, because we don't understand that Libra is not just a funny little clown. The clowning around is a fucking frustration, that people have built themselves a society based on deceit. And that is why Libra knows that everything's false. There's no greed and no need. Libra just knows you and knows what you've done wrong. And it doesn't want to persecute you, but it will. It will, as long as you keep on not seeing yourself as who you are. And this is where Libra will find their calling by far, as eventually in 2019 it will show us a lot that Libra people, what they've got is great knowing, but they're not here to be power, as they know that it's an illusion. They're just a wee flower. They're a simple, small person with no needs at all, that's inside a deceiving and powerful troll. So if you're a Libra, own your power and darkness, for what you have is the mystery of the ages, and you're here for us to usher in greatness and clarity. Just don't worry about what others are thinking. As when you stop worrying, nothing is weird or sickly. Everything powers up and you have way more energy. As Aries Sun feeds you, Aries Earth, well, and Sun, Aries will feed you something that will eventually cause this world a calamity. You are feeding from the energy of this earth, who's asking for rebirth of consciousness. So although this is all very complicated and far-fetched perhaps to you, but in purity of loneliness, you will find yourself much better than surrounded by these fools. And that's why Libras must embrace eventually that they are ghouls. We are ghouls, the Libra species. As we see all of your good and all of your feces. And we have a funny little job to clear this world of madness, which brings us much complacency and internal unconscious sadness. But eventually, we shine and we show you up. Just show you up, not show you up. We show you up. Just because we're all drinking from the same cup.